This is a fun little tutorial today. So if you ever used a proprietary system like Canva, I have something special for you today. It's called Getting Started with Penpot. Before we begin, I want to remind you that I do a live stream every day. So you just visit ojambo.com, you go to the watch menu, live sub menu, you can see here it says Getting Started with Penpot, and the channel it's going to be on and the date and time, and these are topics for future live streams. The dates and the channels are going to be on are there. Each of those articles is also going to have a little snippet at the top of each article. It will tell you exact day, the time. It's always going to be Eastern time, and you're free to ask any questions related to programming or lifestyle. The channel it's going to be on, so you just click this channel and then you can go and log in and post your requests or comments, anything you want. If you don't want to do that, you can just watch the video. The video is also embedded in this article. With that said, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. And if the comments can also be if you like this type of tutorial. If you don't, just let me know. Okay. So Penpot is an open source design tool. It's similar to other tools like Figma and Canva, and that you can self-host this. And I would be doing that. I would host it locally. So it's basically an open source design and prototyping platform for teams, unlike proprietary tools that limit customization or require paid subscriptions for collaboration. Penpot is a web-based, cross-platform, and you can self-host it. It was created by Kaledios. I hope I said that right. It's a company with a strong commitment to open source and developer-friendly tools. And the key features, it has vector design tools. So vector images are usually just text files, usually XML, for example, like SVG, where you can create icons, layout, illustrations, precision, flexible vector editing, prototyping. You can do your mockups there. Obviously, team collaboration. Talk about the self-hosting, and you can also import from Figma. So who is this for? Obviously, designers, developers, startups and NGOs, educators and students. And you can get started. There's a cloud version. You go to penpot.app. So for example, if I click this one here, you see it goes to penpot.app, and then you can sign up here. You see this is what it actually looks like when it's installed. You can have your own tools, etc. And then you can also host it yourself. For example, you can go to the GitHub page here. Let's take a look at the GitHub page here. And then you can, I said, you can just follow the instructions to how to install it. See, this is a vector graphic here. And you can see you have plugins and other things as well. So example, like design tokens and how to get started. You see all the information is here, how you can contribute, and the resources and the license. It uses the Mozilla Public License version 2. That's usually a weak copyleft license. So if you remember, I've done recently a review of talked about the software licenses. They actually did the GPL, and so that's this one. I see it's Kaledios. I think that's how you say it. Hope I said that right. Okay, so I'm gonna self-host this, and I'm gonna put it inside a container. So the tools you're going to need, I'm going to use Podman. So you can get Podman and Podman Compose. You can also use Docker, and obviously you will need Docker and Docker Compose. So the reason I use Podman is because unlike Docker, you will need to run usually as a root or a super admin user. So I don't want to do that, especially because something like this is literally just for a single user. It's not, I don't need to be like for everybody on the server. I don't know why Docker was implemented that way. They should really fix that. Okay, yeah, you also need Git. That is if you're going to download it, you can get the compose file. That's how you get it using Git. And then basically what I found is you have to uncomment the Penpot's secret key. That's a bug in the YAML file. So this is the code here, how to download it, how to start, and how to stop. So at the time of this recording, it was still maturing, so some advanced features from Figma may be missing. It has a smaller plugin system, but it is growing, and the learning curve if you're coming over from Canva style editors. So I've used Canva, I think 3 or 4 times. I'm by no means an expert, but for example, I find some of the things in Canva very frustrating. That's why I usually, for example, if I do animations, I prefer just doing them in Blender, even just a Blender VSC. For example, my book, quote, Mastering Blender Python API, when I had to create the animations, I prefer to do them in the Blender VSC instead of using Canva. Okay, as I'll do, as you can see here, you pull it. We're going to pull the Penpot container image, and then we run it and you use Podman Compose via the YAML file. So obviously, as I said, everything I'm doing today is a drop-in replacement. You can drop in replacement. You can just replace Podman with Docker, and everything will work just fine. And then once everything's running, you can simply just create your account, and then it will take you to the backend where you can actually start working on projects. And this is what it looks like here with these screenshots. Okay, and remember I promised there's a live stream embedded video. This is the one here. For example, if I play this, and then I don't know if you heard that, but that's this is live, like I'm talking right now. Okay, now with that said, this is the URL. It uses a localhost colon 9001. And with that said, let's get started. So I'm going to, oh, this is actually wrong. I need to change that as well. So I'm going to minimize this. And I already downloaded the YAML file. And I modified it. So I'll show you how to do this. So let's take a look at the file here. So I'm going to open up with a text editor. So as you can see here, this is the file that you download from GitHub. The only change I had to make was I just had to uncomment the because when you first get it, the secret key is commented. The secret part is commented. So all I did was just uncomment it. Show you where that is. Made out. Let's see. It's a lot of stuff in here, so we don't need to worry about that. So you can just download it from GitHub, and I'll show you where the where to get all this. And you see this, so you leave all this the same, you don't touch any of that, and so but that's it here. So what you do to get this, you see it's port 9001. So let me close this. So if you go back to the article, scroll up a little bit where the code snippets were. Right here, you can expand this. So I use curl to download it. You see it downloaded from its GitHub repository. That's how I download using curl. Obviously, you can simply just go to the GitHub page and just download it yourself instead. Okay, so that I said I just downloaded, and I did modify it. Only for that part. Now, after that, I'm gonna drop to the command line here. Let me minimize this one. So drop to the command line here. I'm gonna zoom in, as you can see what I'm doing. Then all you need to do is, it's very simple. You just type podman compose penpot. That means the file you want to use. So it's docker compose YAML file up, and this means detach. If you have any issues, you just remove this, then it will show everything on the command line, then you see what's going on. So that's what we do. So you see it will download. Now I already downloaded like the this exporter, the mail catch. I already downloaded them. So it takes a while because it's a pretty big file. I already downloaded. So this is up and running now. With this running, I don't know if I can use this browser. Hopefully I can. So I just go http//localhost and the one we want is, remember, it's 9001, I believe it was 9001. So let's go there, and you see Penpot design free, and it says bad gateway. This is one of those annoying things, and so it says bad gateway. So you can hit retire a few times. What I found is sometimes you have to start and stop because you have to wait. So some services are not ready yet. So for example, if I go to login here, you see that's because some services are not running quite yet. You see it's giving me some errors. Now it's fine. So just be patient. If you go back to the command line here, you type podman and ps hyphen a, and you see here it's running. Let me zoom out a little bit here so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. You see it's running Postgres, it's running Redis server, it's running Node as well, and it's running Bash and Nginx as well. So it's running a bunch of services. So as you can see, all of them have only been up 1 minute. So when you run that command, just give it time to run to make sure they're all running. Some of them, I'm actually surprised because when I tested this, they took a while to get up. Surprised how quickly it was. And I said sometimes you see some errors. Just refresh or just wait a few minutes. It's like, for example, when I tested this, it sometimes took up to 2 to 3 minutes. Today, for some reason, it's pretty fast. I'm actually shocked. It took like seconds. Okay, so with that out of the way, you need to create to log in, you need to create your work email. So I'm going to use the same one what was used for these tutorials. show.local, and the password I want to use. Okay, so let's go log in. It says it's incorrect. Oh, create an account. So, okay, so I'll just create an account here. Local. Okay, I'll create an account. So it asks me for my full name. I'll put my full name there and click create an account. So done. See how quick was that? That didn't take too long, right? So so now that give me a second here. There's a glare. A second. I'll just try to close this so the glare doesn't. Okay, there we go. So now we can continue. So as you can see here, it says help us get to know you. What will you be using Penpot for? So I'm gonna, well, obviously it's for education because I'm teaching you guys how to use it, but I'm gonna say for work, and it says reviewing whether it's good fit for my team, looking for an alternative. Okay, that's basically true. So click next, and it says which one of these tools do you use the most? I use actually Canva. Actually other. What kind of work do you do? I am a development. What's your role? My freelancer or CEO, one of these. So I'll pick CEO. Size of your company, 2 to 10 employees. Okay, here we go. Then it says, where would you like to get started? So do I want to generate real code from designs, design the UI of an app, prototyping, wireframing, creating creating design systems, or other? So I'm not sure which one I want here. So I'll pick design to see what they have. So I'm going to pick that. It says, how did you hear about Penpot? This is actually a good question. I can't remember. Definitely it wasn't YouTube. Was it a search engine? I think it was a search engine. Okay. Then it says, would you like to receive? So if you want to, you can click this. Obviously, I do not because I won't be able to receive them anyway because this is this is local and there is no email. I've disabled it. Okay, then it says create a team name. So I'm not going to create a team name because remember I'm using this for you for this tutorial. This is going to be a replacement for Canva or Figma. I haven't used Figma yet, so I don't know what it is. So I'm going to click continue without a team. So here we go. I've now, as you can see here, this is the dashboard. When I've logged in, it already has my information. I had to fill that in. You only fill that in one time. I'm actually surprised how fast this is. This was like really sluggish when I was testing. And I'm shocked how snappy it is. Maybe there was an update of OBS. OBS usually slows things down. I think finally it is playing nice today. Okay, now with that said, so you can see I can add this to my project. This is a wireframing kit. I can use a prototyping kit. I can use a UI example, a design, look, oh, okay, and font awesome, and etc. So, and there are more. So let's go to more here, and it says here black and white mobile. Is there any more? Yeah, there's avatars. Oh, I might actually do that one. And UI, UX notes, a whiteboarding kit, color scheme, flex layout, and then you can also explore more. So I'm going to actually play around. What was that one I liked? Here, let's go to avatars. Then it says import Penpot files. So let's, I guess, import. And there we go. So it's creating something for me. Avatars by Pablo Stanley. I know how to say that. Okay. So this was created. So it's in my drafts. So all I do is click on it. Is it ready? Allow to click plus. Oh, I guess this is just go to drafts. How do I use? Oh yeah, double click on it. So I've double clicked on it and it's opening up. Okay, so it says mix and match avatars. So I'm guessing I would. So this is obviously. So this is a project, and let me see. You have. Oh, okay, I get it. So this is some type of. There we go. So I can use this template. I can remove, change everything here. What else is here? Components. Okay, so these are all of them here. This is it will come in strips to save space, which is smart. Change log. And wow, is that date correct? Wow, I'm interesting there. And then there's credits. Okay, now let's go to obviously assets. You see there's components, colors, and topographies. There's none for topographies, and then there's tokens. And the tokens, for example, like the border radius, color, dimensions, opacity, rotation, sizing, spacing, and stroke width. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the name. So if, for example, if I wanted to change this, I can say Edwards avatars. Okay, so now this is saved in my in my I guess workspace, and it's still a draft, so that's fine. And as you can see, you can also make changes. Obviously not in the credits. We go to the cover here, the introduction. Oh, this is the introduction, how to use, so it explains it to me. And then what else is here? You can also delete. You can delete what you do not need. So for example, as I said, if I don't like this, see, just double click on it. If I don't like the way it was spelled, this is simple stuff. If you guys have used Canva or anything, it's pretty straightforward, and you can obviously drag, you can resize, right? You can do all that kind of stuff. So if I double click on this again, I'm right clicking. Actually, I don't need to right click. Right here is where I can change things. You see, it's using the source Sans Pro, so I can change this to let's say Sora. There we go. And then obviously you can change the fill color, you can center it, left align, etc. The font size regular. You guys know this. It's pretty straightforward. And then obviously I can drag this and move it around, and etc. So I'm gonna, let's say I'm working on another thing that maybe came up. So what I want to do now is I'm going to click on this icon here, You see, it says your Penpot. So I have this one, Edward's avatars. So I want something else. So let's go to, actually, I do like this one, the plants app. So let's say I have to design an app for myself or for a client. So you can see here it says UI mock examples. I click continue. And it's loading up here. It said 6 seconds ago, up, so forth. So it's done as well. So what I do is, it's still in my drafts, which is fine. So then I double click on it. And let's say I am making, oh, it's plants, but you get my point. So I can call this, let's say, chicken webcam app. Okay. And obviously, let's say my client, Edward Ojambo, he wants a design for, he wants to see a design for maybe, it could be an app, or it could be a, what do you call it? It could be a mobile version. So for example, this one again, I can change this to chicken. And then this one I can say webcam. Okay, and obviously you see it's too big, so I would select all of them. And again, I can change the font. So maybe this time I'll just resize it down. I wish they had like a range selector here, so I can, I wonder, yeah, so I wish they had that. So let's try maybe 140. 140 is still too big, so let's try something else, maybe 130. Yeah, 130 looks pretty good. I do like the vertical spacing, so I'm not going to change that. It's a 0.8, so that's perfectly fine. And as you can see here, these are the constraints, so you can fool around with that. You see it's still outside the box, so it looks like that, maybe 110. I'll try 110. Yeah, now it's inside the box. I could probably go a little bit bigger, but that's perfectly fine. And then you can change the version, and this icon set by was Eleanor Wang, and photos by Ran, Annie, Spratt, and Nasir. I hope I got all those right. So for example, this image here, it looks like it's a screenshot. I thought this was a separate, yeah, so you see I can drag it around, and you see when I drag it around, watch, you see, then it has a snap guide, so I can then put it wherever I want. Obviously, I should be able, let's say I don't like this one and I want to replace it with my own images. So let's see here, is it button to add interactions? I don't need interactions. Inspect, inspect, no, not inspect, design. Still getting a little bit of a glare. Then you can also export this. See what's under export. You can export it as a PNG, and you see you can export the element. However, if I want to replace this image, okay, here we go. I just right clicked, and you see that I get a whole bunch of options. It says rename. I can delete it, and that's the end at the bottom there. I'm trying to see how to, is it under design maybe? Oh, design, okay. Oh, so there's actually, they do have more. I didn't realize they had more. Okay. Oh, that's actually nice. I do like this one. You really do like that one. Main components, where is it? Oh, these are the layers. So we go to the cover, and this is the design, and this is the main components, and then you have, oh wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. I didn't even realize. Wow, that is, to be honest with you, I would probably never do something like this. If I'm doing a mock-up, this is very elaborate. Wow. I usually just do like a home page or something. I just scribble it down on paper and I send a client. But I know some of my clients are designers, and yeah, they really earn their money by doing things. This is so elaborate. Kudos. Very much kudos. Anyway, back to where I was. So let's go back to so the pages. Where were we? Is that the design assets? Where was I there? Wow, I do like this one. Okay, so this one here, obviously, if I want to change the background image, how do I do that? Oh, here we go, BG. I didn't even notice it. So here, BG. So there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, so you can replace them there. And then we have the onboarding. Wow, this is so elaborate. Wow, this is like, wow. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with that. So let's go back here. I didn't see a save option. So does it save automatically? Oh, here we go. File. So you can unpublish, you can unpin it, you can export. You see, you can download it as a export, of course. You can download it as a Penpot file. You can export it as a PDF. So let's try some of this. Let's just go to export and see what it does by default. So it says the home page. Oh, it's going to be a PNG file. So okay, let's click export. I've only selected one element. That's perfectly fine. So I've exported it. And did it actually export? Oh, there we go. It's exporting. So it's going to my home folder. I don't want to save it here. I do actually want to save it in one place. So let's actually go to the tutorial, to the Penpot. I want to save it in here. Okay, so let's open up that folder. And here we go. Look at that. So this is our guy. So you can export things. That's fantastic. Let's go back here. Okay, so I want to replace this. I want to replace this particular image, and you see here it's in a group. So I'm guessing it's this one. Yeah, this is the one. So if I right-click on this, is there a replace? Rename group. Focus on edit. Oh, I think I just drag and drop. So let me actually add something in here. Can I just drag and drop? Let me grab an image here. I'll go to, give me a second. I'll go get our famous guy here. I'll make it a JPEG. Okay, so I'm wondering if I can just drag and drop. That'll work? Oh, no, that will not work. But I do want to, okay, so under, is it assets? Components. Okay, so here, how do I add a new one? Plus, okay, here we go. I think I should make a shortcut. Okay, so I want to add this guy. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's simple. Wow, that is pretty simple. Then I can simply just drag this. Oops, not that one. That's not the one I want to drag. Undo. Yeah, undo. This is the guy I want to drag. Can I just... In Canva, you just drag it over and then it will replace it. Okay, this one does not work like that. So let's say I have to... Still some work to do. There we go. So if I want to replace it... Okay, so that's how you replace things. And then, is there a resize, by the way, or scale? Oh, you can move it to the back. Okay, here we go. So you can select the layer, and you see it already has the name. That's smart. And then you can flip. Is there a scale? Oh, I do have the scale. I didn't even. Okay, so I grab this. Come on, grab you. And we can scale. Okay, is that scaling? I don't think that's scale. No, that's not scaling. That is not scaling. It's the width here. So you have to do it manually. Okay, so I have to do that manually. It's more CSS type stuff. So there we go. So that's, I wanted to see how you can replace the how you can replace images. So okay, so that's fine. And then you have all these boxes. So it's a little bit less intuitive than say Canva, but there we go. So I can't tell you how impressed I am with this, because as I said, the first time I ran it, it was really a resource, like the fans were going on, and I'm blown away how today it's like, so it's quiet, you don't even know, and it's butterly smooth. It's really, really smooth. I am actually very impressed with that. Very impressed. So I'm wondering if, let me see if I have a short video. Let's say if I want to replace this one with a video. Let me go grab a video and see if we can do that as well. Let me see, where's the video? I want to show this video I made. Yeah, here we go. I do have a video. So I'm going to put that in here. I wish they had a drag and drop. That would be nice. So if I want another component, I click plus. Oh, it didn't pick it up. It's at MP4. It didn't pick it up. Let's see all supported types. Oh, right now it only does this images, so it doesn't do video. That's a shame. I would have loved to, so it only supports GIF, PNG, SVG, WebP, JPEG. So it doesn't even support AVF. Yeah, that kind of. Let me just try it. Maybe it will work. So this is the video I want to upload. Let me see. Maybe it actually does work. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So it doesn't do. Oh yeah, it says right here. Seems that's not a valid. So it only does images at this time. Hopefully in the future they will allow us to have videos. Okay, now I want to see if I can actually export the entire project. Let me unselect it. So let's go and let's say I am happy with it. So I go to File. You can unpublish, export. I can export boards as PDF. I will try this. I'm just going to go to export and see what that does. So, oh, this one only does one. I don't want that. So let's go to the other one. The other option was export as PDF. So it's going to do the cover. That's fine. So let's go export. Seems that's not a valid exporting. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I should have changed the background. I can change the color of this. Ooh, that is nice. That is actually pretty nice. I mean, except obviously for the tux, but this is really, really nice. So obviously, where was I? Yeah, so obviously you can go and change this. I should do that because now it's my design. So I should say Edward. Oh, jump. There we go. Sorry, I don't know. It's my design, my original design. Look at the hard work I did. I changed this to chicken webcam, and I put the tux penguin there. Okay, so let's go back here. This is actually fun. Let's see what else can we do here. Should we follow on some fonts? Font. Oh, that's an icon library. Let's see what else we can do. I think those. Yeah, one thing it's lacking is definitely. It's definitely lacking the video or to create animations. That is something that would be really nice. I don't need to upload videos myself, but if I could have some quick animations, that would be really nice. So this done. Yeah, so this must be done. So I click here, just double click on it. Oh, this is export to code. So you can get the CSS. Ooh, that is actually nice. I just realized that. Yeah, okay, so some of the code, okay, so I got 2 chat requests. Deadman Plays, is this like Flutterflow? I am not familiar with Flutterflow. This is like Canva. You know, Canva is a design tool. So this is what this is. You can also do prototypes, and you can, unfortunately, it looks like you can only export them as a PDF, except for this one I'm doing here. You can export the HTML and CSS. So if you want to prototype a website, you can use this as well. Then TMITPTL says, hey, I'm new here. Can you quickly tell me what this is and why it's used? So again, it's called Penpot. Penpot. And it's a design tool. It's an open source design tool. So for example, if you don't want to use a proprietary application like Canva, you can install this on your own server, or I installed it locally on my machine. So then this allows you to do your own designs. Now, I'm not familiar with this. This is my literally only second time using this, but it's an option if you're a designer or if you want to do prototyping. So as you saw here, this example, you can put buttons. You see, you can register. You can create buttons. It's a quick mock-up, and then you can export this for your app. So I'll give you an example. I have a website called jamboservices.com. jamboservices.com. This is my business. So it's a little bit dated, So I do have a plan to do some touch-ups on it. So as you can see, I need to obviously come up with a mock-up first before I decide what to do with this site. So what I can do is I can use this, something like this to do a prototype. Or if I'm working with a team, they can mock up something and send it to me. So this is a fast way to do it instead of having to code something in HTML and then say I don't like it, I like it. This would be a fast way. So, for example, whether it's a mobile app or whether it's a desktop app or a web app, you can say, for example, you can style, you can do the markup here, and you can then say, okay, for example, as a web developer, I do have a list of clients I've done, right? I've worked for. So meaning I have screenshots. So if, for example, one of the things I had when I made this, you can see here, I had to, I was trying to combine them here, but if you go to the websites here, you can see, for example, here, you see this ones? So what I can do is, I said I do have an idea of this. It's not going to be black and white, but I'm just saying that I can put something like this, maybe like a little video, and just a mock-up, literally just a mock-up. This is like for prototypes. So again, I do like this. So I wonder if all this should be an image. Yeah, that is an image. Then you can change this text. I can change that. You can change the font, as you can see here, bold, all this stuff down here. Add colors, blur, shadows, and then obviously the buttons as well. Yeah, these are buttons which were created. I know these are vector images, and then you obviously, if you only want one of them, I showed you how to do that. You just go to File, and then you can go to File, and then you can export. You can also import as well, of course. You can, for example, if I export, I download the Penpot file, I'll be able to go to File, and then import it as well. If you remember, when I go back to this page, this default page here, I'm able to. I know I was able to do that when I pick one of these things from the I think from my library. Yeah, so I can import them. These are the ones. These are the ones from my draft right now. Okay, and also fonts. You can also add custom fonts. Yeah, and then I'm gonna log out. I'm going to show you guys something here. You can see your account. So let's go to my account. And right now it's just a password. There's password and there's settings. Remember, I didn't set a team. So you can create a team if you wish. But I'm just going to log out. So if you don't like this app, I'm going to show you a little trick how to remove it. So let's say I dislike this app and I'm very disappointed with it. So what I can do is, first thing is I need to stop the container. So what I do is I type, let me zoom in here so you guys can see a little bit better. So what I do is I type podman, compose, actually I'll just press the up key. Yeah, so compose, and the file is docker compose YAML, and then instead of up, it's just going to be down. So this, you see, it's going to stop all of them. And then, for example, now if I type podman ps, you see there are no containers running. However, we do have volumes. So if I type podman volume ls, you see it still has this volume. So since I don't, I'm not saying I dislike this app. Sorry, I'm just giving you an example how you can get rid. So if you want to delete all these volumes, if you no longer you're going to use the app again. So what you do is you type podman volume. If you want to remove, then you can just say rm. For example, if I want to remove this one, you can do one by one. So I paste it in here, and you see it's gone. And then you can do the next one as well. Or if you want to remove all of them, you can simply just type rmi. Oops, rmi. I think it was all. Which one was it? RMI. Well, let's just remove one by one. I think there's assets. Paste. Oops. RM is to remove. And then there was this other one here. Copy. and I'll paste it there. So it's gone. Now if I type podman volume ls, you see there are no more volumes, so it's removed. So, until next time I want to run it, I can just use that compose Docker file. Okay, so there we go. So that is a quick overview of Penpot. Now, as you notice, it does lack a few features. So one of the features it does lack is, for example, you notice you can't export animations. You can't create animations. You can't export animations. I think you can export them as SVGs, but then you need something to run as well. So, and then it doesn't have, like you can't export it as a video is what I'm getting at. And then the only, you can export images, which is great. And obviously PDFs, which is also fine. And yeah, so you can also put this, you can use the cloud version where you can sign up for free. I believe there's a demo somewhere as well. I can't remember where it was, but yeah, you can just use this one. If you don't want to do anything I've done today, you can just use the Penpot.app. Obviously, this one will have more features because more people contribute to that one. And then if you do want to self-host it again, if you need help self-hosting it on your own server or at home, give me a shout, or you can just simply use this snippets of code here. Just click on expand, and then you can just follow along. And I said some of the cons, it's still maturing. It doesn't have some advanced features. As you just saw, it has a smaller plugin ecosystem, but it is growing. And there's a little bit of a learning curve. Like you saw, I had, even me just trying to find like the export and stuff. It's a little, the UI is slightly unintuitive, but I think they'll improve in the future. Okay, and with that said, I think we can finish up here. Quick reminder, every day I do host a live stream. You visit ojambo.com, you go to the watch menu, live sub menu, and you can see the topics for this and future live streams, including the channel they're going to be on and the date and time. Be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. Okay, and again, if you can also support me, what you can do is you can purchase my WordPress plugins at ojambo.com. You can enroll in my programming courses at ojamboshop.com. You can buy my books on Amazon. My latest book is called Master Blender Python API. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Search for Edward Ojambo, or the links are also in the description. You can also hire me for all your programming and app development needs at ojamboservices.com. And it's not just for applications. I can also help you install applications as well and consult. Okay, with that said, there's no more chat requests, so I'm going to end this now and hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks.